hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, Iowa, home of the Hawkeyes. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will get first crack at it today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Poe. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So the Oregon State Beavers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Off and running. Touchdown, Beavers! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the run, it's Poe. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Fox. Fires to the big fella. How about that elusive pass. He's got space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bacon. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach.
There he goes. He's at the and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Using his legs, it's Poe. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Hawkeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll test the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still an identity.
Touchdown, Iowa! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got room to work. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Fox. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rip.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It's Bowers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dropping back, it's Fox. Got his man. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Beavers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Beavers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Fox. Pressure coming. This time it's complete. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They're going back to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. The AT unit on the field.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
14.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Okay, ready? Jackrabbit.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
29 Philly.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Bowers. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Offense changing the play. On fourth down, going to the air. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Fox. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Durant. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Fox. A little release to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He'll heave it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Fox. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The sure hands, it's Wells. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Buys a little extra time. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up, 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the beater offense. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. second down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the...
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, looking to pass. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Fox. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Durant. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Beavers are flying down the field. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Oregon State!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops the throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick handoff. Inside the 40. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Beavers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll run it. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Touchdown, Beavers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the returner will be brought down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. And the Hawkeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Poe.
And he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Matthews. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They